All right, it is the third week in May, and we're going to take a quick look at the orchard. We've got lots and lots of leafing going on, like from here. That's the apple tree. You cannot see the peach and the pear tree now because it is so leafed out. It's quite amazing. So let's start with our pear tree number one, as we call it over here. Very leafed out. Looks a lot different. And the big thing is the fruit. It's looked so much different now. You can see these guys here. They are, oh, I just knocked that guy off. So we need to thin them. Basically, two big ones there. So they are starting to get some really form to them. You can see now that those are definitely little pears. Even if you didn't know what the tree was, you could look at it and see that's a pear tree because they look like little fruits now. So, won't be long. I'll need to go in and start thinning them, because as the days go on, the leaves become more and more prevalent and they block out your view, so it's difficult to see what you're doing. And honestly, I probably should have done this before, just like there's a lot of things I always should have done, but never get a chance to do it. Anyway, so it's looking fantastic, lots of growth, and the fruit's starting to swell up. So that's why, like I said, you got to get in there now and thin that out before the tree puts a lot of energy into all those fruits. So we can control the number of fruits and get fewer number, but larger and sweeter fruit. Cherry tree is going very well. The fruit's coming up very nice. It's got leaves, lots of leaves coming off there. It still looks, much more manageable. It's not nearly as rangy and leafy as it was last year, and shady, which will be really good for getting in there and getting the stuff done. I'm excited about picking the cherries this year because I can see them. The biggest problem with picking these cherries last year is there's leaves right here and you're trying to reach back here, and there's cherries over there. Like, you can't see what you're doing. It's just always in the way. So we really thinned it out and made it a lot more manageable. And so anyway, the trees are looking good. There's the fruit's looking really good. It's coming along, and it won't be too long. I think within a month, less than a month, it'll be ready to pick. I mean, gauging off of last year's, and it will be. Anyway, we'll find out. So then over here we have an apple tree, which doesn't have any apples on it. Well, it's got like 3, but it's starting to leaf out a lot. So need to start getting in there and thinning things out a little bit and making some fine tunings on this. I did notice there's some something going on here. Somebody's eating some of the leaves, but I didn't notice it a little bit all over, I guess. But it's nothing that I think I have to worry about too much now, because I think it'll be okay. It's a pretty tough tree. But see, there's all kinds of stuff growing into each other and whatnot, so we'll probably need to, as with everything else, spend some time with it and thin some of the stuff out. But as you can see in the middle, it's nice and open in there. Let the sunlight to the middle of the tree, a good open vase shape. So here is our peach tree, and this tree is getting starting to leaf out a bit, but the main thing is these peaches are starting big. I swear it was only last week they were half this size, but I need to basically get in here and start taking them out because there's going to be way too many, and the tree literally won't support them all. So I need to get in there and take these little guys out, and usually I throw them in a bucket and it takes forever to try and thin them out, but hopefully I did a good job thinning some of the branches this year, so I won't have so much fruit to go through to thin this year. And then our other pear tree, looking good. Same thing as the other one. Pear trees are not too bad as long as you don't have any blight. And we've getting some more of that big pear stuff, even bigger because they're getting a little more sun there. So that's looking wonderful. And then we have our massive apricot tree, and it looks like we are going to have apricots this year. I think I'm going to officially call it, as we're going to have some because it's all the way in the middle of May and they haven't fallen off. So I really, within the next week or so, have to get in here and start thinning them if I'm going to be able to do that, because there is just so many. And all those are apricots, and I need to get up there and either trim some of those tall, lanky branches or try and thin them off or something. But yeah, I gotta do something. We're gonna have lots of apricots. Unfortunately, most of them are gonna have some sort of this I can't remember what it's called now. Anyway, this like little fungal thing there causing those spots, but it's just superficial. It's not underneath, so they'll be good to go. And I think I talked about last week, but I looked into the options, but it's like such a pain, and you have to spray the whole tree 4 hours before the rain starts and all this stuff, and it's just not very practical, especially for a tree of this size in a backyard. It'd be different if I had access to 360 degrees and a big long ladder and all the stuff. But anyway, we're not going to worry about it. We're going to let nature take its course, and we'll deal with it. But definitely need to take this opportunity to lop off some of those long, rangy branches, since they're just going to grow up there and not really. The tree's going to put its energy into putting the fruit up there, but we're not really going to be able to pick it that easy. So, anywho, that is the apricots, and those are the rest of the trees. So, that's it for this third week in May, and we are seeing everything due to all the rain and the sun alternating, getting some really good changes, increase the fruit size. So, got to get in there and thin everything. So hopefully that's what I'm going to be able to do next weekend. So anyway, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching.